The story of Grizzly Adams is big and powerful and beautiful. They call me Mad Jack. And me and my burro number 7 been traipsing these slopes and valleys for a long spell, so I know the story from the beginning. My friend Adams was accused of a crime he didn't commit, so he escaped into the mountains, leaving behind the only life that he ever knew. Now that wilderness out there ain't no place for a greenhorn, and his chances of surviving were mighty slim. Weren't no time at all, for he was beaten down, ragged, and nearly starved. Long about then, he come upon a grizzly bear cub, all alone and helpless. Now, Adams knew that little critter couldn't survive without his help, so he started right down that cliff, risking his own life to save it. Now, that cub took to Adams right off. And that was when he discovered he had a special kind of way with animals. They just come right up to him like he was a natural part of the wilderness. But that bear cub, he was extra special. As he growed, he became the best friend Adams ever had, and together they became a legend.
There's a world where we don't have to run. There's a time we'll call our own, living free in harmony and majesty. Take me home, take me home, take me home, take me home.
You know, up here in the mountains when we go from season to season, Mother Nature gets out that whopping big paintbrush of hers and gives us a change of colors that seem to be more dazzling than the time before. I've also noticed that each season has a different effect on different things. Now you take spring. It gives a heap of vim and vigor to new life. Those young'uns that play have energy to burn. And those spanking new flowers that have just bust up through the soil, they show you a lot of get up and go. Then when you come to autumn, they seem to slow down just like they do in life. But when you got the likes of Adams and Ben, well, they go on, and the passing of time never seems to catch up with them.
Now, chasing a bear around a tree or vice versa may seem unnatural to some folks. But for Adams and Ben, why, it's as natural as the air they breathe. And that exercise is one reason they seem to stay so young and healthy.
We had ourselves quite a romp, didn't we, Ben? That's pretty, isn't it, Ben? A pretty picture like that will get us through the whole day, won't it? See, a lot of our friends are down getting an early morning drink. Well, you got this whole end of the lake to yourself. Why don't you go take yourself a nice swim? Go ahead. Have a good time. I'm gonna go pick us some plums. It's time to start stocking away some food for the winter. I'll see ya.
When it comes to vim and vigor, I'm a lot like Adams and Ben. I'm giving old Father Time a race for his money, and I'm gonna keep it that way. Whew. 7. We's gonna take ourselves a breather. Not that I need it or anything. I'm doing this for you. You've been dragging your tail so much it's worn to a frazzle. Here, let's just sit down over here. Well, now, don't be looking at me like that. It's the honest to goodness truth. I'm doing this for you. You need the rest. It was up to me. I could just run all the way from here to Adam's cabin if I was a mind to.
Now, I know the buzzard is a member of the hawk family, and there's really a vulture or a condor. But being birds of prey, I guess the name buzzard rightly fits. But being looked at by a buzzard don't make a soul feel too good. It's a little like someone tapping you on the shoulder and telling you your time has come. And since I was in my prime, I didn't need no buzzard telling me anything else.
Well, that's a whole lot better. It's him again. All right, that's enough rest. Let's go. I'd like to give you more rest, but we just ain't got time. Gotta get on to Adam's cabin. All right?
I had no way of knowing right then what a shambles that buzzard was gonna make out of my day.
Come on.
I hear you, Ben. You must have had yourself quite a time down at the lake. You've gone quite a spell. What's wrong? If there is something wrong, Ben, it's not too often we see our wolf friends alone like this. Well, no wonder. That wolf's hurt, Ben. I don't think he can keep up with the wolf pack. I'm gonna have a look. It's all right. Hello, lady. Let me take a look at your paw. Well, you are hurt. You got a nasty burr caught in there. I can get it out all right. Now just hang on. There. Look at that. You're gonna feel a lot better now. Well, you'll be able to keep up with the pack now. Go on, girl. Go on. I'm real proud of you, Ben. It's awful nice of you to look out after the animals like that.
Adams! Oh, Adams! You to home? Well, guess he's off somewhere. Now, I know your old bones is a creaking and a groaning, but mine, I feel frisky as a frog in a cactus patch. Yes, sir. I feel like he's trying to tell me something. You reckon my time has come? Number 7, how do I look to you? Thanks a heap. Joshua, how do I look to you? Now, just give me your honest opinion. Thanks a lot.
Well, I do have 3 or 4 wrinkles. Maybe 5 or 6.
They ain't wrinkles from aging. They's wrinkles from smiling and laughing. Ha, ha, ha.
And living a good life. Why, they's only... Number 7, I think I'll go down to the creek and get us a bucket of water. Boy, did I outfox him. Why don't you go and get out of here?
Now, in another part of the mountains, 2 old friends of mine, Gus Thackeray and his wife Gerty, were trying to find me. They had been working a claim in the South Range and were heading for new diggings. When they come through the settlement, they learned that I could usually be found in these parts, so they decided to look me up for old time's sake.
Gus, we've been trailing this trail for a mighty long time. Why don't you just give up and admit you don't know where Mad Jack is?
Well, they told us in the settlement he's in these parts someplace. I'll find the old goat if the wind's right.
Well, there goes our belongings again. I told you the load was too much for Wilbur. When are you going to get me a burro of my own?
Getting kind of fancy, ain't you? Wanting his and her burros?
Are you listening to me, you old geezer? You promised me one when we was hitched.
I give you a fancy wedding gift. What you belly aching for?
Sure, it just ain't every bride that can say she owns a monogram pickaxe.
Quit your squaggling, will you? You could have married Mad Jack, you know.
I know. I remember it well. You and Mad Jack was both courting me at the same time and was vying for my hand in marriage.
Yeah, and I lost.
Well, you old goat.
No, stop it, Gertie! Stop it, Gertie! Gertie, I was only funning.
Grannies, that's better. Now, when are you going to get me my very own burro?
I'll do it, darling. I'll get him for you. Before you even know it, Gertie, you're going to have your own burro.
Oh, finally.
Wilbur, you just wait a little while. Won't be long before you'll have your own company, too.
Nobody would have laughed, least of all me, if I'd have knowed what grief them 2 were bringing with them. Doesn't that feel good? Well, don't look so surprised. I know it's been a long time since I combed you and made a fuss over you. But you know something, number 7? There comes a time in a fellow's life when he begins to realize all the things he has. Yes, sir. He needs a jolt to make him stop and take stock. Well, I know I've had other mules. It's you and me that's come the longest way together.
We found him!
The old goat, all right.
Jack!
I'll be dipped in batter and flipped in the air.
Jack! Jack, it's so good to see you!
Well, it's good to see you, Gert.
Let me look at you.
Here I am.
Why, you are just as cute as you ever was, you old scallywag.
Do you really think so?
And you don't look a day older than you did 20 years ago.
Hold on there now. Let me take a look. Looks like buzzard bait to me.
Thanks a lot. Where you 2 been?
Oh, we've been working a couple of little claims out on the South Range.
Doing any good?
Well, you know, a lot of digging, a little sparkle now and then. It'll get better when we get up north. That's where we're headed.
Jack, every time I lay the pickaxe down, he says, stay with it, Gertie. Someday we're going to strike a vein.
Yeah, well, don't you worry. It's going to happen.
Only vein I ever struck was one day the pickaxe ricocheted off a rock and hit me in the leg. But I still love the old geezer. Hey, Jack, you must have been doing real good for yourself with this fine cabin and all.
Oh, no, this ain't my cabin. It belongs to a friend of mine named Adams. He's out there in the hills somewhere. He's a great one for looking after the animals. Not too far from the cabin, the wolf that Adams had helped earlier appeared to be having problems again. And his fellow neighbors were more than a mite concerned.
Hello, girl. You having trouble with your paw again? Huh? Let me take a look. There's nothing wrong. You know what I think? I think that you're just getting along in years, and well, I know you wolves aren't loners by choice, but I think maybe the pack's just rejected you. What do you say we go look for the rest of your friends? Come on.
While Adams was helping the wolf, back at the cabin, it was like old times. Me and Gus have been bitter rivals for nigh on to 30 years. And here we were, back at it again.
I'm just toying with you. So am I. I just don't want to smash your finger.
I could beat both you geezers with one left leg tied behind me.
I beat you. I just let you in. Old geezer like you, I'm afraid you'd have a seizure. Yeah, well, I can beat you anytime, any place, doing anything. Yeah. What do you think of that?
We'll see about that. First, you got the winner's pick. What do you want of mine?
You got a hunting knife?
Say, I got some horseshoes here. What about we do that next?
Sure, I can beat you at that, too.
You fellas play sissy horseshoes. My old man used to play horseshoes while they were still on the horse.
Meanwhile, Adams had picked up the trail of the wolf pack.
There's some of your friends now, girl. How about joining me? It's worth a try. We'll be close by. I sure hope it works, Ben. It's not easy getting up in years and being all alone out here in the world.
Mine's the closest.
No, sir, this one is right there. Anybody can see that, you lame brain.
Well, you moth-eating old fossil. Gertie, come on over here and settle this.
You'll settle nothing. If you two don't quit fussing, you're going to end up wearing those horseshoes for collars.
All right, we'll call it a tie.
Good. Ringer, I beat you.
I still got 2 shoes left.
Well, go ahead and throw them. Everybody knows you couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with a handful of chicken feet.
A ringer, that cancels your ringer.
All right, it cancels it. Go ahead and throw the other one. Will you throw?
A ringer! I won!
You lucky cuss, you.
That's the way I played it.
Well, there she is, Jack. Take a look.
Yeah, you're the winner. All right, I suppose you want your hunting knife back.
No, I don't want my hunting knife back.
Well, what do you want?
I want your burro.
My what?
Your burro.
You, number 7? Why, you gotta be plumb loco out of your mind.
Winner's choice, Jack.
Yeah, I know, but we always played for knives and skillets and possibles bags and...
Not always. If I recollect right, it's about 18 years ago, you and me was playing winner's choice, and you took my buckboard. The whole bloomin' wagon.
The buckboard.
The buckboard.
Well, you see, Gus, at that time, I needed a buckboard real bad.
And at this time, Gerty needs a burro real bad. Don't you, Gerty?
Oh, Gus, I sure do. I sure do.
Well, darling, you got your very own burro. I just won it from Jack here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's so sweet of you, Jack. So sweet.
I told Adams about Gus and Gerty, but not about my problem with losing 7.
Now, number 7, I want you to know it ain't my idea to turn you over to Gus and Gerty. Just that Gus, he sort of caught me off guard, and before I knew it, he'd won you. Hope you understand. Thanks. I can use a kind word about now.
Howdy, Jack. Your friends gone?
Oh, Gus and Gerty? No. They're probably around here somewhere, celebrating.
Celebrating?
Yeah.
What they celebrating?
Well, they're celebrating their good luck.
What good luck?
Adams, you and me better just sit down and talk a spell.
I don't like the sound of this, Ben. What were you saying?
Well, Gus and Gerty are celebrating the good luck of getting a new burro.
Where'd they get it?
They won.
Who'd they win it from?
Me.
From you.
Now, don't get excited, Adams. There's nothing to get all stirred up about.
How could you do that? Number 7's family, Jack.
Oh, I know that, but...
He's your prized possession.
Adams, I already feel lower than a snake's ankle.
Well, I feel sorry for you.
Well, it's just that... Well, Gus, he kind of outmaneuvered me, you see? And the next thing I knowed, he'd won number 7. I've been trying to figure out some way to get him back, but always just come up with a blank.
It's just an idea, just a thought. But when Gus won 7 from you, he didn't win the shoes 7's wearing, did he?
No. No, he didn't. And they won't come off neither. Adams, you might make a mountain man yet. That'll work. That just might work.
What do you mean you're gonna take the shoes off 7 before you give him to me?
That's right. You won number 7 fair and square, but you didn't win them shoes.
Why, you conniving old coot. You know dang well I can't move that burro out of here without them shoes.
Of course I know that. But isn't that a pity?
Now, what about the shoes you were playing horseshoes with?
They're too big.
Well, Gus, it looks like we's gonna have us another contest.
Yeah, and I'll clobber you from here to Sunday. What you got in mind?
A burro race. Number 7 against your burro. You win, you get number 7 and the shoes. I win, I get number 7 back. Now, what'd he say?
You got yourself a deal.
And since you're always bringing up that buckboard incident, we'll have a race just like that.
That was a burro relay race. There was 2 on each side.
That's right. Me and Adams against you and Gert.
Me and Gert against you and Adams.
What do you say?
You're on. You got yourself a bet.
Gotcha.
Stupid big lummox betting you and me against Jack and that big brawny Adams fella.
Relax, Gertie, relax.
You ought to know your old man better than that. I got some surprises for them fellas. Some big surprises.
You miserable old foxy.
I should have known old Gus would figure out some way to slicker me out of number 7. After telling Adams about our up-and-coming contest, I went out with Gus and Gerty to lay out the course and set up the flags. Now, Adams, being a fellow who don't get into anything unless he's whole hog prepared, took number 7 out for a little training.
There's no two ways about this, 7. You've got to win this race for Jack. I know he's not much on affection towards you, but, well, if he happened to lose this race, it'd just break him up something real bad. Now, as far as you go personally, I know you got just as much right to be as stubborn as us humans do. But I'm asking you to just kind of put that aside for a day or so. Would you do that for me? 7, how about you and I running up to that tree and back? Huh? Let's go. Give it all you got. That's it. Come on, 7. That's it. Now back again. Faster. That's it. Come on, 7. Good. That was real good. But tomorrow you'll be racing against an opponent. That's a little different. Ben, how about you pretending to be a Burro and racing against number 7 here, huh? Good. All right. We'll start right here. We'll run up to the tree and back here. Let's see if you and I can beat Ben, all right, 7? Okay, Ben. On our marks. Get set. Go. Come on, 7. Come on, 7. Ben's getting ahead of us. We gotta catch Ben. That's good. Faster, 7. Faster. Woo. I'd call that one a tie, Ben. Yep, 7. You both put up a good race. Oh, Ben. Look at there, Ben. There's our wolf friend. Looks like that wolf pack didn't accept him after all. You keep an eye on number 7. That's a girl. You look sadder than ever. There's some of your friends. I ought to say some of your ex-friends. Come on. I know. They just don't want you around, do they? We'll follow them. Go ahead, girl. I'll follow you. It's all right. They've stopped running. There's the leader. He's the key to getting you back. It's all right, fella. We just want to be friends. We got a lonely wolf here that we'd like you to take back. You're the leader. It's up to you. If you take her back, the others will accept. There you go. Yeah, she's home. Thank you, Ben. That's a good boy. How about one more race before we head back to the cabin? All right, on your mark, get set, go!
With the big race coming up in the morning, I wanted to be ready for it, so I snuck off early whilst Gus and Gerty were inside the cabin talking with Adams. When number 7 come over to me, I could tell right off he had an inkling of something big in the offing. Well, I decided to level with him and get the truth out in the open.
Number 7, there's something we should talk about. Now, I don't know exactly how to tell you this, but, well, this might be our last night together. Now, I know we've had our differences in the past. I've got after you a lot. You've balked on me and been stubborn. But we's good friends. Remember, I said could be our last night. That doesn't mean it's necessarily has to be. Because we got Adams on our side. And Adams is good. Me, well, I know I've been doing a lot of complaining about getting old and rickety, but I'm in good shape. Real good shape. You and me, tomorrow, why, we're gonna give them a run for their money, huh? Sure. Now, why don't you just get on out of here? I got your message. Now, you just go on over there and lay down and get yourself a good night's rest. We're gonna need it tomorrow.
Well, the time had come for the great Burro race, and Gus was a-going over the rules. In the pairing, I was to race against Gerty in the first half, and Adams would race against Gus in the last half.
Now, one final thing. This here's going to be a no-holds-barred race.
What do you mean by that?
Well, that's a race where anything goes. You know, you and me have done that before. Well, now all we need's an official starter who can start this race while me and Adams gets up to the halfway mark.
Well, Ben can handle that all right.
Yeah?
Ben, I want you to give him a good, fair start.
Go get him, Gerty.
Well, Jack, you and 7 can do it. All you got to do is just work together.
I'll see you at the halfway mark.
All right, come on, right up here. Attaboy. Right here.
Gert.
Huh? Sorry, Jack.
A whole passel of number 7's friends were there to cheer him on when Ben officially started the race.
Here we go. Come on, sweetheart. Come on, Wilbur. Come on, boy. Come on, baby. Come on, Seven. Come on, baby. Here we go. Come on. Hey, what do you say? Come on. You open your stuff. Why can't you go on and move?
Come on, 7. Now's our chance.
Miserable, flea-bitten, stubborn.
Let's go.
Oh, come
on. 7. There we go. There we go. Let's take it.
Come on. Come on.
That's the way, 7. Now we're going. Now we're leaving them behind.
Oh, no. Now look what you done. Gone and got us off the course. So it's you again, is it? Well, I know you're not out here to cheer me on, so why don't you just fly on away from here and quit spooking me?
Seven now. We gotta get back in the race.
Bring it down, Wilbur.
There she goes. That's it, 7. You got it. Come on.
What do you mean? Oh, you're right. We gotta stay between them flags.
That's the way. Come on, baby, that's it. Keep on, you're doing fine. That's it, baby, we're getting there, we're getting downhill,
Come on, Gerty. You're really taking him now. Come on, Gerty. Come on, Gerty. Get going, Gerty. Go on, Gerty, go on.
Come on now.
Keep it up there, Gerty.
Our champion.
Bye,
You're
Gerty.
doing fine. Lean into the wind. Heads up, baby. Come on, Wilbur.
We'll spring our first surprise. Little mud there won't hurt him none. Well, now, number 7. Come on. That nappy brain bag of bones. Look what you did. Stop. Come here. Adam, you're in jack of at it. And look at my little Gertie go. Get back. Now, come on, number 7. We gotta get out of here.
Well, I guess this is what he meant when he said no holes barred and anything goes. Gus knows burros won't go through mud holes. Come here, Ben. I need you to give me a hand. Come on.
How far ahead is Gertie?
She's not too far. Don't panic. I gotta get you out of here.
We've lost for sure.
Come on, Ben. Give me a hand.
Wait till I get out.
Number 7, get through there.
You ready, Ben? Pull, Ben. Oh, that's a boy.
We're going, Gert. Come on, we're home free now. The rest is a breeze. Come on, Rover. Dennis, give it all you got. It's important we win it.
Come on, 7. We got a lot of catching up to do.
Figuring Gus for more dirty tricks, Ben took a shortcut so he could keep an eye on him.
Dang! He's gaining on me. Like I said, this is a no-holds-barred race. All right, Wilbur. Let's go.
Ben had seen what Gus had done, and knowing it were unfair and that another delay would cost us the race, Ben went about undoing what Gus had done by pushing aside that log that would have blocked Adam's way.
Thanks, Ben.
Come on. Still gaining.
Gus weren't through with his anything goes rules. He figured by tying a string between them flags, either Adams or number 7 would be sure to trip over it. That would just about guarantee him the race and possession of 7. But he had reckoned without the animals. Like that fox who seemed to sense Adams would be needing his help. This was one time that fox was hoping to bite off more than he could chew.
Thank you, friend.
Wilbur, you go and find your way up. Attaboy. Attaboy, Wilbur. Oh, you're a champ.
Come on, Seven.
Get up there.
You gotta try harder, Seven. Come on, Seven.
Attaboy, Wilbur. Go. Go. Move, Nate. Snap, you plastic. Keep moving.
Come on, we gotta get trouble, Sam. Come on, keep moving. Wilbur, I promised her, Wilbur. Come on.
Come on, Seven. We gotta win.
Hurry up, Burro. Keep moving, Wilbur.
Come on, Seven.
The finish line were practically within sight now, and each man and each animal seemed to know it, so they gave it all they got.
Come on, you're ready, Burro.
Come on. I know you're tired, but don't give up now. Just a little bit farther.
There you go, Wilbur. You got him now. Come on, pick up that speed. Oh, I got him now.
Come on, Seven.
Although Adams had picked up some lost ground, he was still behind when a friend of his showed up. It was the lone wolf that Adams had helped earlier. She had left the pack temporarily to pay her thanks to Adams, and she seen right off that Seven could use a little vocal encouragement.
Come on, Seven. I know you can do it. We gotta win, Seven. Good boy, Seven. That's it, Seven.
Keep going. That's a beautiful number 7.
He's gaining on you.
We're gaining on him. We got him.
Wilbur, keep moving. They're gaining on you. He's going to pass you up. Oh, Wilbur. Oh, keep moving.
Good boy, Seven. That's it.
Number 7, you done it. You done it all by yourself. Why, he's a veritable racehorse, ain't he?
He's the best.
Why, he's the fastest burro in all the high country.
Where's Gus and Gerty?
Oh, they's around back, fixing to leave.
You know, there's only one thing bothering me. That's that heavy load that burro's got to tote.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that, Mr. Adams. We got a new partner for our burro.
You got a new partner.
Another jackass. Just fun, honey.
Gotta admit, Adams, you really taught me a lesson about making up my own rules.
Gus, I learned something a long time ago. Adam's a hard man to beat at anything. He's got so much going for him that's hard to overcome.
Like what?
Like all them friends out there.
Yeah, I'll buy that.
Jack, you must feel real good about winning that race and getting 7 back.
Fair to middling.
What do you mean, fair to middling? What's eating at you?
Nothing yet.
You mean that buzzard?
Now, Adams, that's no laughing matter. That thing has been following me everywhere I go. But I'm taking it kind of philosophically. I know I'm getting on in years, and I've had a good run at life, and I guess my time has come.
His time's come, Ben. Would you quit carrying on like that?
How else are you going to explain that thing following you around all the time?
Well, if you think you can get up, I'd like to take you over on the other side of the mountain and show you some new friends that moved in.
I hope I can last till I get over there.
Looky there, Jack.
Well, I'll be home swabbled. I didn't know all them critters was a-staying over here.
That one was just following you because he was lonely. Now he's found his friends.
Well, it ain't too comforting to know you're a good companion for a buzzard.
Well, what's more important? And that business about you thinking you're growing old, that was just all in your mind. You're only as old as your outlook on life. Ain't that right?
Right.
So you can put all that other foolish nonsense out of your mind. Would you stop pondering on that and think about something positive? Take that, for instance.
That's beautiful.
Deep inside the forest is a door into another land. Here is our life and home. We are staying here forever in the beauty of this place all alone. We keep on hoping, maybe there's a world where we don't have to run. Maybe there's a time we'll call